Did you know that in the next decade, the average Joe might be living in space? That's exactly what Jeff Bezos and his space company, Blue Origin, has in store for all of us. We're going to break down what the plan is from here. SpaceX, move over. Blue Origin's here for the space race. And in this latest video, we'll share with you the plans that Jeff Bezos and Blue Origin have for taking over the space industry. Ready? Let's go. Hello, and welcome to Tech Daze. Also, make sure to watch till the end. This way you don't miss out on their ultimate plan. Revolutionary progress has been achieved on the frontier of space travel. In the nearest future, humans will be traveling to space like they're visiting a city far away. This is due to the growing popularity of space tourism among private space companies. For instance, Virgin Galactic has plans to be the first space company to offer regular suborbital space flights to individuals like you and me, not just astronauts like before. Here's what's happening. Blue Origin, the space company, which is owned by Jeff Bezos, is also creating the New Shepard. This rocket is for passengers to fly out to space. Private space companies have no doubt taken away the mantle of space leadership from NASA, as various space companies are breaking boundaries all the time, changing how we see travel and exploration. Here's the principle of the story. Jeff Bezos and Blue Origin and Elon Musk and SpaceX are rivals. Elon Musk is an individual with quite an imagination. He believes it's possible to colonize Mars, and is always flying rockets out to space for this effect. He even boasted that humans could be on Mars by 2024. On the other hand, Blue Origin explores an entirely different angle. Jeff Bezos believes that space is a viable place for humans to live, and said the solar system could actually support 1 trillion humans. He's got a vision of an incredible and dynamic civilization that could have even 1,000 Mozarts and 1,000 Einsteins. But Blue Origin's got so much more in stock for us. Like I said, it's important to stick around to the end of this video to find out exactly what they're going to unveil. Later this year, Jeff Bezos will no longer be the head of Amazon, and this move caused us to ask every important question. What will be the recipient of his attention? It's quite interesting. Blue Origin was actually flagged as one of the 4 projects that will receive utmost attention from Jeff. Jeff Bezos built Blue Origin out of a need to solve humans' most difficult problems. He believes that space is a viable place for humans to live, unlike his counterpart who says it's just one more planet. He envisions humans living in space, in self-efficient space structures, which will be similar to the ones designed by Princeton psychics professor Gerard O'Neill. According to the National Space Society, these space structures will be 20 miles long, 4 miles in diameter, and they would have 2 cylinders. In fact, the ideas of O'Neill are some of the reasons why Bezos decided to create Blue Origin. Jeff also mentioned that this migration to space will eventually become a necessity. He explained that the population on Earth is expanding, and the resources are gradually becoming depleted. He predicts the future would see humans seriously battling population problems, coupled with rationing of energy. If Bezos is successful in creating space colonies before Elon Musk achieves the dreams of taking humans to Mars, this means he won the space race between the 2 companies. However, at this point, it appears like SpaceX is years ahead of Blue Origin. In 2 years, SpaceX took care of 21 launches, which represents 20% of over 100 launches that took place around the entire world. This company also became the first private company in history to successfully launch the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket right into space. This would not be the first time that commercially developed space vehicles, which are owned by private companies, not NASA, would be transporting humans into orbit. And even though Blue Origin might not be as ambitious as Elon Musk's SpaceX, this company owned by Jeff Bezos is constantly taking huge steps to take over the space race. But it gets crazy. Blue Origin launched a new rocket, the New Glenn, which was the talk of the town, and hopes to launch in 2021. Pretty soon. New Glenn will be necessary for powering heavy orbital launches with reusable boosters. This will help the company save money. With the New Glenn, Bezos believes that he would be able to transport as many as 1 million people to live and work in space, while still using Earth as their home anchor. This means with the launching of the new rocket, humans can have an entirely new home. It's quite interesting. New Glenn would not be used for interplanetary exploration. Bezos said, "My friends that want to move to Mars, I say, do me a favor and go live on the top of Mount Everest for a year first, and see if you like it, because it's a garden paradise compared to Mars. So we go to space, protect this planet, and this is why the company's named Blue Origin, Blue Planet. That's where we came from. But we also don't want to face a civilization of stasis. That's what the real issue is, if we just stay on this planet." The New Glenn is a huge vehicle. It can lift at least 13 metric tons, 28,660 pounds, into geostationary transfer orbit. This also includes 45 metric tons, about 99,208 pounds, to low Earth orbit. This rocket can also be used again, according to the company. This is why it has a 7-meter fairing, equivalent to 22 feet, which offers double the volume that could be used of any current launch vehicle. This vehicle was called a beast in the past. It'll stand at 95 meters, which is 313 feet. It's designed for flying at least 25 times before taking out. The rocket also operates on an engine created by the company, the BE-4. Well, with the company aiming for launching in 2021, we'd see how the multiple use function could play out. But that's not all. Blue Origin also partnered with NASA on designing robotic Blue Moon landers. This invention would be a strong option in delivering lunar science and technology missions. In addition to this, Blue Origin's also planning on leading a coalition with NASA called the NASA's Artemis program, with the Blue Moon lander as one of the 3 contenders to land humans on the moon again. Blue Origin also aims for lowering the cost of space travel to the barest minimum. This way, it could be accessed by millions. Personally, I would love to go to space, says Bezos, but that's not what's important. I believe we're sitting on the edge of a golden age of space exploration, right on the edge. What I'm most proud of is when I'm 80, Blue Origin can lower the cost of access to space by such a large amount that there could be a dynamic, entrepreneurial explosion in space, just like we've seen over the last 20 years on the internet. However, the most powerful invention in the last few years offers strong competition among SpaceX. It's the New Shepard. The New Shepard is the company's first operational rocket. It was named after the first American astronaut, Alan Shepard. The rocket, the New Shepard, was designed fresh right from the nose to the steerable tail fins at the base. The New Shepard flies in space with the nose first and flies back tail first. There's a ring right at the top of the rocket's first stage. This helps stabilize when it picks up speed, which was likened to the speed of sound. The crew capsule also comes with large windows, the largest ever on a spacecraft. It's a single window with multi-layered acrylic panes, which stand at 3.5 feet tall and 2 feet wide. This engine is also quite powerful, providing 110,000 pounds of thrust on the launch. The engine could be turned off and restarted in the last 30 seconds of the flight and taken down right away to 20,000 pounds of thrust. With this, it can land gently and reduce the chances of a crash land. The New Shepard works just fine. It's quite interesting. From November of 2015 to October the next year, this company launched the rocket and completed 5 of these launches on the edge of space. And each time, the rocket landed safely. Also completed was another launch on the 14th of January by the New Shepard, the NS-14, and this suggests the passenger flights will begin very soon. With the New Shepard, a ticket to space can cost $200,000 by Blue Origin. It's part of their program for exploring space. This aims to give individuals who aren't astronauts a taste of what it's like to be out in space. If Jeff Bezos wants Blue Origin to take over the space race, it's gotta do better by pushing off Elon Musk and SpaceX. Virgin Galactic by Sir Richard Branson could start space flights as soon as this year for passengers, not astronauts. And Mark Benioff Astra, a rocket startup, would raise $500 million in a coming merger. With SpaceX being the obvious space landing company at the moment, experts believe that Blue Origin is almost set for being a major competition to the company. Blue Origin could be a major competition to this company, says most experts. We can only wait to see how this plays out. Let's just wait and see what happens. Do you think we missed out on any good information? If so, kindly share in the comment section. Don't forget, subscribe, and see you next time.